Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Um, if y'all hear some noise in the background, I'm standing outside. I'm around some trees right now, so that's when I usually get my spiritual downloads when I'm in nature. So I was like, let me just do a quick video. But, um, oh, I forgot to say this. I hope you're feeling good. I really hope you're feeling great. And if not, it's okay, honey. This too shall pass, and I am sending extra love and light your way, right? So, um, yeah, I just wanted to just put a video up as a reminder that you are a creator. You co-create with God. You co-create with the universe, and a lot of us, we tend to forget that sometimes. I don't even think forget. I think a lot of us don't realize that we weren't taught that really. You know, um, unless you grew up in the church and you know to pray for things, right? But a lot of us, and that's the thing, because not everybody is into church, not everybody is religious, right? But um, this is just a reminder that you do have power within you. It's just that a lot of us don't use that power because we're not aware of it, right? We don't realize that by saying a prayer, we're sending that energy out to God, to the universe, and God is going to try his best to make that happen. Now, sometimes when we ask for things, they're not for our highest good, so we don't get them, or they're not in alignment with our path. And we be like, I prayed for this and he didn't give me this, he didn't give me that. And especially if we're praying for like a specific thing, like if you're praying for maybe for like a specific car and you're not getting it, or if you're praying for a specific person, it's not like you're praying for a loving, healthy relationship. You're praying for a relationship with a specific person, and you're getting frustrated. You're like, this is not working for me, and I'm praying and our relationship is still failing. Well, maybe that relationship may not be for you. If you're telling God, I want a loving relationship, and this doesn't just have to be romantic, this just could be, platonic, work relationship. You could just tell God, look, God, I want some loving, balanced, healthy, mutual relationships. And God was like, okay, I see you put your request out. Let me start orchestrating things to let that happen for you, right? But then when God looks closer at the prayer, he was like, hold on. Wait, let me look. I need to look a little deeper into this, because this person is saying they want love, they want a mutual relationship, but at the same time they're also saying they want it with this specific person. Well, that specific person, they don't carry those traits. So it's God is like, this is their request is conflicting. This is a conflicting request, because this person that they're asking for, or they want to be in this position, that person, they don't have the capacity to give them those things. And so your prayers just start being stagnant, because you have your mind so set on a particular outcome, a particular person. And now it stagnates you, because God has way more in store for you, and you're asking for the bare minimum with a specific person or a specific situation. You don't even realize that you're asking for the bare minimum. But God knows this. He's looking like, are you serious? You are acting like this over a puddle when the whole ocean is right here. I got the ocean waiting for you right here, and you're acting like this over a puddle. That puddle is dirty water. You heard that confirmation with that bird. You stressing over a puddle when I got the whole ocean for you. So this is why when we do finally realize that we can get what we want, they say to be specific. Yes, be specific about what you want, but don't focus on who it needs to be, or exactly what the situation needs to be, because you're just going off of your mindset, which is limited compared to God. You got to remember, we're only human. Our minds can only go so far, but God has the bird's eye view. God can see the past, the present, and the future all at the same time. So he's looking like, child, do you not understand that the blessings I have for you are so big and you're just literally asking for the minimum? Yeah. So instead of focusing on a certain person, a certain situation, when you pray, ask for the emotions that you want to feel when you're in that situation. God, I want a situation where I feel respected. I want a situation where I feel loved. I want a situation where I feel supported, right? And then also know that you have to be willing to be that too. If we're asking, a lot of us, we want the perfect partner, but we we have to look at ourselves too. Like, okay, am I the perfect partner? Because I can't be out here expecting to have a perfect partner when I'm not the perfect partner either. Or I'm not the perfect friend either. I'm not the perfect boss either. I'm not the perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we ask for, we got to be willing to emulate that. For me personally, I really learned about like manifesting after I watched The Secret. This was back in 2012. And I was just so intrigued by it. I was like, let me try this out. So I got a little journal and I would start writing my prayers. And I to this day I still do it now. And it's like, not all of my prayers get answered, but I would say about 80%. About 80 to, I'll be fair, I say about 80 to 85% of my prayers got answered. So what happened to the other 15%? I was lowballing myself. That's what I was doing. Or it just wasn't in alignment with my path. And I had to be okay with that. And once I was okay with that, it made my mind open to receive the other things that were even greater than what I asked for. So use your power. Don't just accept things, right? A lot of us, we're just used to accepting what we're given. It's like when you go to a restaurant, you just sit down at the restaurant and the waitress just comes over and puts a plate on your table and you just expect to eat, right? But then when you realize, oh, there's a menu, I can choose what I want to eat. I don't have to just take what they're giving me. I'm going to choose what I want to eat, right? It's the same thing when you, with life. We just accept, and if in some situations we have to a certain extent, right? Until we start becoming more consciousness, because you just accept things, and then once you realize, wait, I don't really want this. I just been accepting this. And so that's when you waking up the God within you, because we're all extensions of God, right? So when you wake up the God within you, that's when you start being just more vigilant about what you want to experience. When I was pregnant with my son, when I found out I was pregnant with my son, like in the beginning, I told myself, I said, I want a boy. And I remember, let me take this back. I did get this from The Secret, but when I was in college, my what class was that? I think it was it was like a writing class or something like that. I don't know. But my teacher did say that she used to write in her journal, and she said when she found out she was pregnant, she wanted a boy, and she wrote in her journal and she got a boy. And that kind of like, that always stuck with me. So then once I watched The Secret, that kind of solidified it. So when I was pregnant with my child, I literally prayed for a son. But I didn't just ask for those traits. I was like, guys, send me a son that's loving, compassionate, spiritual, kind. I didn't say send me a son with blue eyes, red hair. Send me a son that's going to be the president, And the crazy part is he came out with all of those traits. I ain't gonna lie, he came out with some more traits too. Nobody's perfect. We all have things that we got to work on. We're human, right? But I put the intention out there. I didn't I didn't just say, okay, I'll just take what God's given me, which that would be also fine too, because God knows what's best. But it's like I took it up a notch and asked for what I wanted. And it's up to God whether he's going to grant that wish or not, but exercise your right to ask. So for this day forth, start asking for what you want. If that job that you're at right now, you're not feeling that job no more, you want to make more money or whatever it is, you have to ask for it. What they say, you have not because you ask not. Exercise your right to talk. People will say all the time, exercise your right to vote. Listen, exercise your right to talk to the Most High. We have free will. So God is just standing back waiting on us to hear what we got to say, to put our requests in. It's just like the genie. Y'all remember Aladdin? Aladdin had to make the wishes. The genie didn't tell him what to wish. The genie couldn't make wishes for him. It's just like that. Like in this situation, God is the genie and we're Aladdin. We have to make the wishes. And for some of us, that's scary. Because that means we have to come out of that passive position that we've been in, just accepting life, because we have to step into our personal power, and that's scary for some people, which is sad, because it's like once you start stepping into your personal power and things start working out for you, you're going to feel even more empowered. You're going to feel good. But it's just hard to see that right now because it's just not your way of being. You know what I'm saying? So starting today, ask for what you want. Pray for what you want. You could pray in your head. I would suggest writing it down. Even if you can write it down on your phone. But to be honest, I'm old school. I write with pen and paper. And then, just if you live with people, you don't want nobody reading your stuff too. So you're going to have to find a little spot to put it in, because this is you, yourself, and God. That's it. Nobody needs to be seeing what you write in, or nobody needs to even know what you're trying to manifest or nothing. People don't need to know. This is between you and God. All right, so I just wanted to say that real quick. This was just a quick message. Ask for what you want. Pray for what you want. You can get it. You have not because you ask not. There could be something you want so bad. It's crazy. You could want something so bad, and you don't even realize the only reason that you're not getting it is simply because you haven't asked. What they say, closed mouths don't get fed. We have free will. We have to ask. God is only going to intervene when it's necessary. That's just like if you in a classroom taking a test, right? And every 5 minutes, if the teacher keeps coming up to your desk, asking you, do you need help, or trying to tell you what to do, you're going to get irritated, right? You're going to be like, damn, lady, sit down, back up, give me some space. If I need help, I will ask you, right? Right. So that's how God set it up. God is like, listen, God is the teacher. He's just sitting back and he's like, well, they haven't asked any questions, so I guess they don't need anything. They don't need any help, right? Listen, ask questions. God is waiting for you to ask questions, right? All right, so y'all stay blessed, stay lifted, and I will catch you on another video. Peace, love, and light.